guys, guys, we are for sure coming down. We're coming down. We're probably, I'm not going to beat around the bush at all. We're probably coming down to about 30K. I think we're going to come down to 30K. I think at least 30K. I mean, of course, it's hard to say. We're so early on in this downtrend. But trust me when I say we are not. We are not going to spike up. It's very, very, very unlikely. What's likely to happen now is we're going to go down and spend some time, maybe a month or two, before we finally try again to try break past this bull market support band, which is now excluding this. It's not including this data. It's 20 weeks, right? So 20 now starting to include this data. And so this means that we're going down, right? This bull market support, this line is going to come down. And so is this line. This line is coming down. This is the 50 week. It's going to also come down. So you're going to see as Bitcoin comes down, it's going to have a harder and harder time breaking up above, right? We're going to see struggles to come up above, and eventually it's going to do what I think it was supposed to do, which is eventually hit the 200-week moving average, which might be at that point at 30K, right? It could be at 30K by December. It's at 30K, so it's entirely possible. We'll have to wait and see. But you also have to understand, if we continue to come down, like, you can expect the 200-week to kind of come over like this. So it's going to be a little less than maybe 30K. But I'm pretty convinced that 30K is a pretty good number to buy. So I'm going to be buying at 30K for sure. 25, I'm going to have my orders in. So I'm going to start setting my orders now, because we're going to come down. And we don't know if it's going to be a flash crash, like a big spike down with some like unforeseen circumstance, or if it's going to be something more like what I drew out here, where it's like just, takes its time to come down, like it's been doing. Like, this took forever to come down, right? How long did it take? It went from, this was like 112, 93 months of coming down over 3 months. It's been like 4 months of just, going sideways here, right? Sideways and down, I guess. And now we're going to see some stuff happen. And this is what I think is going to happen. So let's wait and see. But one thing I'm changing is I'm not, and understand that this is also tracking basically the NASDAQ exactly. You can see it, right? It's pretty much exactly what the NASDAQ is doing. So Bitcoin is following the stock market, which is interesting. But what I'm going to do this time around is I'm not going to be buying, Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying ETH, right? I think ETH, I'm familiar with both the charts pretty well. Like, I'm very familiar with 30K and whatnot, but I know 2000's a beautiful number, right? If we can get down to 2K, I am very, very, very in. I should have purchased here, obviously, but that was a mistake not to. But 2000 is a dope number, and I think once we get to 2000, I'm probably going to buy a whole bunch of this and see what happens from there. And then ride the wave up. I think that's probably the way to go. What's probably happening here is all the people that purchased in 2020 and 2021, and all those people, and then the first half of 2022, say here forward back, are probably selling. They're taking their profits, right? They're unsure of what the future of the market is. Some of these people are definitely wondering, was this the top of the market? Was this the top of the market? They're asking themselves that question. So these people no longer want to hold on to Bitcoin. And this is what's causing this price to go sideways, right? People are buying in, but a lot of people are selling, right? These people want to take profits, and appropriately so. I would be doing the same thing. If I purchased down here and I'm over here now, I might as well take profits, right? If I purchased at 10K, I'm 4x my investment, 4.5x my investment. It's time to take profits. So these people are taking profits. It's pushing the price down. There's general FUD in the market. Whatever's happening with, not with, I don't, NASDAQ, here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Whatever's happening here is a similar story, right? People that purchased in 2020, 2021, the first half, are now like, okay, we don't know what the Fed's going to do. Things are getting really uncertain. They're not buying these assets anymore. Asset prices are going to sink. So let's start selling our positions. And that's what's happening here. People are selling their positions, taking profits. And until we get all of this stuff out, we're going to keep tanking, right? Unless there's some like new bullish reversal of some kind where everyone's like really hype, but it's unlikely. I don't see that really happening. I don't see that situation panning out. So I think what we're going to see is us come down further and, you know, really explore these things. Like I don't think I don't think we're out of the woods, basically. I think we have more to go here. This is just probably the beginning of like a much deeper, more painful kind of event. But let us wait and see. Let's analyze. We love to see it, and let's see how all of this pans out. I'm switching to ETH because the returns are higher. Really, the returns are higher. That's what I'm really after. I want those higher returns. And you can see that for ETH, it's above the bull market support band, right? Well, is it right now? No, it is not, right? It's in the bull market support band right now, ETH, but it's on its way through, right? It's below the 50-week and it's on its way through, and it's going to come down. And remember, all the stuff is led by Bitcoin, right? All the cryptos are led by Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin holds strength, ETH and all the others are going to be fine. But if Bitcoin doesn't hold strength, then everything goes to crap. And what's Bitcoin being led by? Bitcoin is being led by the NASDAQ, right? And the NASDAQ is not holding. And that's it. That's all there was to write, right? That's all there was to write. This is the situation currently, and let's check back in tomorrow. But the story is relatively basic and simple. We're coming down, right? That's where we're headed. We're probably going to now this time smash through this 100-week moving average and continue. And generally speaking, once you pass the 100-week, it's you get down to the 200-week every time, right? Because we had one close, this puny little close above the 50-week, barely too. It was just like a crappy close, and then we came right back down the next week. And I think we're gonna see something similar this time. We're coming up. So this is what is it? Is this Sunday today? What is this? It's not Sunday today. Is it Sunday today? Oh, it is Sunday. Wow, my days are off. So this was today's close. And it wasn't that spectacular, obviously, right? It was pretty trash. Anyways, we will see. Let's catch it up again tomorrow. I expect more downward pressure. Let's see what happens. Well, you know what? Let's do a quick check. Let's see what NASDAQ. I mean, sorry. What is it? What's the site? The CNBC. Let's see what CNBC is saying. What are futures? Okay, futures are down right now. Okay, well, you know, we'll see. And you know what else is interesting? The whole world is basically on fire in some ways. Like, you have a bunch of countries that are experiencing famine because of what's happening in Ukraine and Russia not producing enough, all these kind of things. Also, the ruble, all these sanctions are not working, essentially. The ruble has not been, it's back to its pre-war levels, right? It's very interesting, ruble. It says rubble. Yeah, okay. What is this? If we go 1 year, yeah, there you go. You see that? Sanctions were supposed to crush the Russian ruble, so why did it just hit whatever? I don't know what that is, but that's pretty impressive, right? So the ruble is now coming out of its slump, and I think this is because people were just not willing to stop buying the oil. Right? They were like, nah, we're just going to buy the oil. And that's too bad. That's just the way it is. It's very, very interesting. So this is actually not a bad play. It could have been a pretty good play. You could have made a small amount of money by playing this game. But anyways, we will see. I will catch up with you tomorrow.